Jesus never went up to people, well, how religious are you? Before doing anything, before eating at their table, before, healing them, before anything. It goes back to what Andrew Root talks about, authentic relationship. The only thing I want for people is that lost English word that used to be used in Bibles, happy. It's a different word than the way we understand it today. When it used to be translated in older English versions of the Bible, happy was a state of blessedness, a state of grace, a state. It has nothing to do with my emotional state right now. It has to do with I am held in favor. Even though I'm going through this hard time, I am held in favor. Even though I feel very upset right now and very angry, I am happy. And that's not my emotional state. It's about, I still have the ability to carve out my own destiny. I still have a future. I have been held by loving hands. When my parents, who were birds, kicked me out of the nest, my question now is, am I flying? And the answer is yes. So they've done their job. They've actually contributed to the state of grace that I find myself in.
I think it's really a combination of like acuity and humility to the exact present moment for the whole time. So there's no capacity to check out. There's no capacity to be anywhere else but that exact moment, to be that conscious and that present with another human being. If we can find our way there, there is this sense of flow or this sense of ease that arises from there. And so it's really just about like, how can I come to a place of such openness and such resonance with your story that I can hear it and hold it for you, and you can do the work within this shared field that we are building.
A knife edge moment of survival when our third child was born, and we didn't know if he would live for 10 days because his lungs were not fully developed. And so the question was, would they be able to develop in time before they were exhausted? Like the lungs were not flexible enough. And so could they sustain him? And they kept raising the oxygen. Then you can't raise it anymore. You're going to destroy the brain. And then you hover there for 3 days to see. And I disappeared in those 3 days. And it was not a negative experience. It was, it was the realization that I had been given something so precious that I would disappear in a moment to sustain that gift. Disappearing in the light of the preciousness of this thing. And at the end of it, the ER resident that had been working with him, specialist, he asked if he could come to the baptism because he felt that somehow there was this spiritual moment that kept Graham alive for those 3 days. purpose of my life became so focused and precious. In the presence of something so spectacularly important and beautiful and precious, the disappearing of the self